Good morning, traders. David with Alexander Trade and Investment Group. Hey, I wanted to record while we have 34 seconds until cash open. I am not gonna make any plays today. I'm gonna let the market cool down after yesterday's announcement from Fed Chairman Powell. We also have the VIX well above 20. So I wanted to record to see what happens today. But I will definitely not. And I think this is important to look at the market and understand when to trade and when not to trade. We have 6 seconds until cash open. It may drop because of the reports, and we'll talk about it. Opening now. So I do see that potential. Okay, so the prices got better, but the spread is insane. Look at this. Oh, why is my thing going off like that? Okay. Yeah, it's insane. The prices, well, actually, prices aren't that bad. The spread is kind of crazy though. The spread is extremely crazy. Uh, I have a feeling that we may drop. I haven't really, be honest with you, really been able to analyze it, but the spread is insane. It's about $1 spread. I'm looking at the 230, sorry, 223 puts, 222 puts as well. I think it's like I said, this is as important to know when not to trade as well as to trade. Um, we understand that the VIX is extremely high. Uh, trying to see. Yep, there we go. Okay. So this is definitely okay. So the VIX fell, still above 20, but fell. What is that? So there is 237,000 in this area, and as we're going higher and higher, we're seeing lack of volume. Wonder. Let's see what happens. Again, the VIX has dropped from 21 to 20. 'But creeping higher and higher. I mean, that was a long tail, right? So if I look at go back to regular here and let's do unsplit. Oh, that's not it. Unsplit. So there is a long tail here, but that's not a buying tail. So as we're creeping higher and higher, there's little and little volume there. 18, 19. What in the world is that? Okay. So I was looking at the order flow and it looks not order flow, I'm sorry, the order book. Yeah, I mean the spread is well, so for the 222 puts it's regular, but we're well above 222s. We're in the 224s right now. But everything else, 223 is like a dollar, well, about $4, 4 cent now. So that's not too terribly bad. A little, you can see that the spread is insane. The VIX is crazy. There's nothing normal about today. I think after Fed news yesterday, it's pretty wise to allow the market to cool down, give it a day or two to cool down. Because right now we're having this big bump to the upside, which may go to value, right? You may see it go to value potentially. Let's see. Mm-mm. And there is 1.2 million buyer a volume with 150,000 in buyers. And let's see, as we creep up in there, there's no volume. Creep up in the 224s. There's absolutely no volume there. And now we're seeing a big influx of sellers coming in, close to value low. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, I'm curious to see if we go higher. Those reports as we're doing that, right? Since we're not playing anything today. Let's look at, did I close it out? Nope, I did not. Okay. So GDP uh rose, right? Even though it was kind of flat, we rose from prior to current. Prior was 208, current 301, and we're kind of flat, right? We definitely are trending in the right direction to the zero mark, but both are flat. That's not a good sign. And jobless, same thing. We're trending in the right direction, but flat. We added 220,000 claims less than prior, which is a good thing, and negative 200, negative 22,000. So it's a good thing, but we're still below zero and we're still flat. Again, we're seeing 150,000 buyers, 1.2 million in volume. But as we go into the 223s, 224s, there is no volume whatsoever. You can see that happening. So what I want to see potentially, I want to see if we turn, there we go, finally focus. If we turn red, right? Because the open is 223.25. 223.25 is the open, and we're getting close to that. Sellers are pushing it back down. This right here is a big number. Let's see. Still pushing this 276,000 right here between was that 224.16, 224.06 roughly. It's a lot of volume in here with this negative delta. Now, if we push below this area, then who knows if we're gonna have 11 days in a row of negative. It's a possibility, right? VIX is starting to rise again. Yeah, this was definitely a day to stay out. There's some swings. We may see some huge swings up and down. So far, still green. Green on the day and green on the session, right? Because the close was roughly what 221.10. So we're green on the session, and so far green on the day. But that looking like it may change again. 223.25 was the open, and we're testing that as we speak. Okay. It's flirting with it. It's flirting with the close. I just want to see if we what direction right now, because again, we're swinging high, swinging low. Are we gonna swing back higher? VIX is still above 20. Again, the market's still hot from Fed Chairman Powell. He claims that we avoided a recession, but yet the market did not agree with that whatsoever at all. We are looking to stay down. 223 puts. It's looking good at 102. That is only it only has a 2 cent spread. That's not bad if you were to play that. Still I would not play the market today only because it's too hot, man. It's way too hot. VIX is starting to rise again. I wouldn't touch it. We may swing back. We may see a high. If we swing, the high currently is 224.43. If we see a high of that, then it's over. There's 101,000 in volume and counting. Where does that lead us, though? Where does that lead us? We still have that 276. That's the number. Yep, 76,000 in volume here. Okay. Now 108, 110. Still got 2 minutes of that candle. Where does that lead us, though? There's a lot of activity happening here. Obviously, we see it happened here in the last 5 minutes. But where does that lead us? All right, does this lead us back down? Again, we are still green on the session, green on the day and session. We were negative for a hot second. Was it again? Open was 225, 223.25. We went as low as 223.19. The low of the day is 223 flat. So again, we're seeing a lot of activity here. What does that really mean to us? What does that mean? Right now, nothing. But if they start to build a wall, as you see, every time it comes into the price point it hits, and it's building that wall and it's adding to it. Okay, now we're seeing that reaction down here with a minute left of that candle. So, and the prices are bouncing a lot too, guys. So I wouldn't even I'm seeing the prices on 223 is bouncing from 80 to 90 in the small move down. That I wouldn't even try to touch that one. Or the market today, I should say. I wouldn't even, but the sellers are coming back. Again, we saw that buyers, 150,000 buyers, 1.2 in volume, but was it lasting? No. And now we're back to being red on the day. With the two reports, GDP and jobless being flat, and what the Chairman Powell said yesterday, I understand why we are looking more to sell than to buy. And I understand even this little push up too. Why we would think because you may think it's a good place to buy. We dropped so far from 231s down to 220s. May think it's on sale to buy, but you gotta look at the market as a whole, right? You gotta understand everything, not just the reports, not just the charts. You gotta combine all into one to make a decision. And looking at the receipts in real time, again, 150,000 buyers, 1.2 in volume. As we can see, price going higher and higher is less and less activity. So that's telling me that this can be an area where buyers were being absorbed. And then we can see that definitely happening in real time. I guess I gotta actually jump off, but I just wanted to do a quick one just to look at it in real time to see, where what happens today after a report or after the Fed announcement yesterday and the market dropping tremendously. Wanted to see today what happens. Again, we saw that VIX jumped from I think 15 yesterday all the way up to 21 at pre-market and then down to 20.9. And right now, looking like sellers are more and more in control of it. All right, guys, that is the end. Again, this is a great one. I'm glad I was able to record to show when not to trade. Everybody, I know it's hard. It used to be hard for me. You want to do it every day. You want to make money every day. But it's also important to worry about or to protect your account. Account preservation is very important. You don't have to trade every day. There's opportunities going to be around tomorrow. There's going to be opportunities on Monday, and so on and so on. If you don't trade today, there's nothing to feel anxious about or worry about because the next trading day will provide opportunities. All right, guys, as always, I hope you find value in my videos. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And until tomorrow, peace.